before we head into the station, try our luck. Since the nav beacon is right here anyway. Yes, Astro, yes they will. Slush, dog, good to see you, man. Transcoding, sweet! Nice. I'm actually surprised it didn't happen sooner. Because we were peaking up over 200 there for a little while. And now we're down at like 170 something. Not that that's down, that's actually pretty good. But yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get transcoding sooner. It's kind of weird. So that is an animation. That is like that's like the loading screen, right? But make no mistake. Make no mistake. When I say loading screen, this is the absolute galactic plane right here. This is the galactic plane that you're seeing in space. This is not some cheap chintzy skybox, right? This is space, right? And every jump you make, like if you jump to that system or that system, it'll get closer or farther away or whatever. Things will reveal themselves as you get closer to those systems. So if you, let's say we're looking here, right? How do I... There we go. That's the galactic plane, right? That's what you see when you're staring at that. And as you get closer and closer to things, things like that will become more and more visible. Like all these different nebulas. There's so many great things to see in space, my friends. So many things that haven't even been discovered. Things that are just gonna blow your mind. And yes, I have seen a black hole before. Chris, it is because of the transcoding, dude. Relax, my friend. Space will blow your minds, man, I swear. So that's the cool thing, is it's not just some chintzy skybox. This will absolutely change. Like when you jump to a different system, that little flash that you see, that really is just kind of like, that's like the loading screen to get to that next system. For sure, that's not really scenery passing by you. You're talking about these little white things here. Those are actual ships there. We're gonna pop into this nav beacon here. And the cool thing is that there's actual dynamic lighting that takes place here. So what happens is as you get further and further away from the star, the galactic plane lights up and you'll be able to see more and more of the universe around you. It's pretty sweet. Or the galaxy, rather, universe. It's my universe. Looks like maybe a wing of two. Yeah, and they are in a wing of two. They're both wanted, but we're not going to take those guys on. I don't have a death wish. We are in no position to be taking two of these guys on at once, man. There is no question. Looks like maybe another wing of two. It's another Sidewinder. It's actually clean. Yeah, there's so much space to explore in this game. You couldn't possibly explore everything this game has to offer, even if you wanted to, right? There's an Asp Scout. Definitely a tough little ship. And thank you guys so much for those follows, man. I really do appreciate all the support. You guys rock, dude. Federal assault ship.
This is Three Dog.
Target destroyed.
Where's his counterpart?
This is Three Dog.
Quick. Quickly. Where did he go? He's gonna shoot me. God, I should not be taking this long to find him. Oh! Unless he didn't make it.
This is Three Dog.
You think he was taken out by the other ship? That's certainly possible. Or it's this guy here. Nope. It seemed like a pretty good intake, though, for taking that guy on. So you just want to be smart about it, right? You gotta be smart about it. You really do. You hear that? As you get closer to the nav beacon, it makes that sound. That's weird. You hear that? The nav beacon transmits the system name in Morse code. Really? Sweet. Nice. Matt and TV, good to see ya. Huh. That is actually really cool. I never knew that. I never knew that. I feel like we've gotten pretty lucky with some of the bounties that we collected here in this thing so far. Numbed Voices, it is good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? I feel like we should maybe try some other things. Maybe take on a mission, see if we can find something that helps us rank up within the Federation or something, maybe, since we're in this area. Let's head over here, and we'll continue on.
Frameshift drive charging.
So if I'm TZ Chris, what I do when I'm flying around like this, I do this. I have all my power in my engines and the two into the systems. If I'm fighting, if I'm using my weapons, I'll have my power configuration usually like this. If I need an extra boost of maneuverability, I'll just throw some power into my weapons. It's always a good idea to have, like, the weapon, like your power distribution, just have, like, you constantly fiddle with that thing. You don't just leave it, you know, in one. I don't, you know, it's completely up to you, but I always fiddle with it, for sure. Yeah, well, Seljan, a lot of that stuff, I mean, you just never know. I mean, people have usually taken like a direct path. Like, people will usually take a direct path to like a nebula. So if you cross systems that are within that line, that well-beaten, well-traveled line, chances are you'll come in contact with things that are scanned and encountered and discovered. You know, you have to, and is it worthwhile? Like, is it far enough out, or is it close and worthwhile type of thing? It depends. Like, sometimes it's like, oh, really cool, I wanna scan this and get all the scanning information that I can, and other times it's like, I just want to pack on miles and get further out into the expedition type of thing, right? Switching up your systems? What do you mean? Like changing up different internal modules on your ship type of thing, or flying to other star systems? Was that Earth? No. That was an Earth-like planet. Pretty cool, huh? And here's another type of station. This thing is absolutely amazing. It's freaking gorgeous. Dude. Is this not gorgeous, or is this not gorgeous? Like, holy cow. Oh, man. I could stare at this thing for hours. Literally. I could stare at this for hours. Well, ice is now worth a bit more, though, is it not, than it used to be? I mean, I would say it's definitely still worth scanning. If you come across systems that are not touched and discovered, I mean, I know what you mean, because I definitely saw a few of those. This thing just looks impressive.
Docking request granted.
Now we'll just kind of peruse in here and just see what's out here, right? As far as missions go. And because we're in space, there is no right, up, down, all around, wrong way. It's your way. Whichever way works. Now, landing pad 42 is where? Here.
Landing gear deployed.
Unsanctioned acts of aggression will not be tolerated. Obey station law and enjoy your stay.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Huzzah! You've done a lot of trading, so I haven't really done trading myself.
Avoid unnecessary delays and/or ship disruption.
But the little that I have done, I just wing it. I mean, people do definitely take it very seriously. You know, have a good one, Captain. Take it easy, bud. Yes, that was a garden. Yes, it was. But yeah, people certainly take it very seriously, and you know, we'll use websites and stuff like that to figure out what to trade and where to sell it, all that good jazz. You know, you can certainly do that. I just like to wing it. Like, if I see it, you can kind of eyeball this, right? Like, if I see the galactic average here is 395, current sell rate is 477. If I have some of this, hey, guess what? It's probably worthwhile, right? It's probably worthwhile to sell that here, and the demand is pretty high. So I don't know. I mean, you can kind of eyeball it, and you could do pretty good, right? You can do pretty good. Galactic average, you know, 1100 here. So you just kind of got to eyeball it, you know. Just look at what kind of price you're getting, you know. See how it goes. You know, this we're kind of getting screwed on. You don't really want to do much of that. Well, that's about the galactic average, though. It really, you know, it really depends. It really depends. You just, you know, I'm by no means an expert with all that jazz. But that's really what that is. So, we could take a look at the bulletin board here. Now you see a couple different symbols here, right? It's an Edmund Man exploited system, and he's of course with the Alliance. This is a Federation system, though, for sure. Federation party, and you'll see these little symbols now next to these missions. That means by doing these missions, these are available but unobtainable, so we can't actually do them ourselves. But by doing them, we would actually be increasing our reputation and thus eventually the rank within, if we go up, scroll up here a little bit, within those said blah. Man is king. Hey, take it easy, Seljan. Have a good one, dude. Crashing. Let's see. A tip in trading is to check the system map to see what type of station it is. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's actually good advice. Thanks for posting that, Crashing. Yeah. So these are available but unobtainable. So we could go, in fact, out. Actually, did we get? No. Oh yes. 30,000 for that one bounty that we got. Look at that. Sweet. It's actually pretty good cash. You can just check out what it has here for parts. This is supposed to be a high-tech station with quite the population, really, and the size of the station certainly reflects that.
This is Three Dog. Ow!
Thank you guys so much for those follows. I really do appreciate that. Now we could get some chaff. Now this is a countermeasure to prevent us from kind of being shot at. Chaffing is nice. Here's the heat sinks that we were talking about. If you incur too much heat, you could get shield boosters. Obviously, you can see that this uses more power, right? And because of the additional weight that we're taking on, 1-ton mass, it actually decreases our overall jump range. So these are all important things to take into consideration when looking at these various parts. We could look at maybe some better weapons if we wanted to. We can't afford any of this stuff here, but we could look at, we got 45. We could look at G1 pulses. Damage per second goes up, but overall, like the damage itself just isn't there. It kind of goes down. Let's see, bursts. Now these are fixed weapons, and again, fixed is it just doesn't gimbal. It doesn't track the target for you. You have to point yourself at it and go for it. So we're actually going to keep these pulses on our ship. Let's see, and power distributor. Now the power distributor, you'll notice that if I select D1, you'll notice that our jump range actually goes up. And the reason for that is because D-rated parts, you'll see here, actually weigh significantly less than the rest of them, right? Now we could just go with something like this A-rated part, which does use a bit more power, but would give us a much faster weapons recharge, engine recharge, system recharge capacity, right? And that would cost us 20,000. So this is actually a good way to go. But if you're looking to save on some weight and get a better jump range, honestly, you could go with that route. We're just going to go with the A1 ourselves because that's gonna really keep our you know. So what this is gonna do is, instead of our weapons running dry on the energy bar so fast, this will instead keep them much more charged. So it looks like a DeLorean. It actually is. And we can actually get rid of this thing. And you can see that our jump range now increases to 1386. We want to actually get rid of it because we'll do some planetary stuff here. Kind of show you what that looks like. Shield generator. I mean, you got options, is what I'm getting at. Could go with a shield generator. Now the D-rated one for 5,000, D2, gives us a better jump range, uses a bit more power, and that'll just keep us protected. Wonder if we got a better frame. Nope, we don't. Actually got the better one. Okay, nice. And of course, thrusters just improve the maneuverability. This will improve our maneuverability while also increasing our jump range. We'll go ahead and do that. And not too bad, really. We're still, even deployed, we're still under our overall allotted power. So if we take a look at, we'll start here. We take a look at our rebuy cost. Now we actually have a rebuy cost. Before it was 0, but because we've been spending money on our weapons and other internal modules, right? Oh, look, our reputation within the Federation is 2% neutral. Nice. Okay. It's actually pretty cool. So it's now 4,200, right? So that's what it's going to cost if we wanted to rebuy the ship if we lost it right now with its current modules being outfitted. So just something to keep in mind. Again, if we were really worried about our power usage, we could go here and disable the cargo hatch. It's actually a good idea to do that anyway, because you really don't need it. So, anywho, that's what that is. We don't actually have any missions we can do here, so we could do one of two things right now, right? We could do one of two things. We could head back out and do more bounty hunting within this system, or maybe other systems, depending on what we want to do to earn our cash. Or we could go explore other systems and look at other missions, maybe do some planetary stuff. We'll let you guys decide what we want to do here. We'll put it up. We'll put it up to a vote. So let me arrange the voting here real quick. We'll arrange the voting. We'll do bounty hunt and or travel to other system and search for a mission that we can do. Well, you guys go ahead and vote. I will be right back. I'm going to grab something to drink, stretch the old legs, and then we'll continue. Or, you know, we could also give you the option, I don't know, if we want to end the tutorial, we could always switch over and do exploration, or finish prepping for exploration in the other save. We'll just give you that option too in case you guys want it. We'll just do other save. So I'll be right back. Give me just a couple minutes here and we'll continue.
This is Three Dog. Ow!
And I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Gav, I see you gotta take off, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, man. Have a good one, dude. Thank you so much for the kind words. I really do appreciate that. Let's see. The poll said 12 votes for travel to another system and search for a mission. And thank you for the welcome back, my friends. I really do appreciate that. So what we're going to do in search for another mission, we'll just head over here to our galaxy map and just kind of take a look at what we got here. What's maybe available to us. Looks like we have quite a bit within our reach here. what we could look for, if we wanted to maybe search, kind of refine our search here a little bit. We could search by economy. If we wanted to look for better equipment, you know, you can see these stations highlighted, or these systems highlighted in blue. The blue marker is where we're at currently. Looks like this is Federation Space, high-tech refinery, 17.3 million in population. That's a pretty high-tech, pretty populated area. Let's go check that out. It's LHS 262. What does the kill warrant scanner do? What that does is it scans for additional bounties that individual might have, thus giving you more money, essentially, right? It'll scan for additional bounties even outside of that particular system. So let's go ahead and launch, and we'll just kind of make our way over there. It looks like we can make it. I'll actually demonstrate one other thing here before we take off about the gig.
Ship released. Engines
Let's see here.
engaged. Landing gear
Put more
retracted.
power to our weapons and systems.
Proceed swiftly to your allotted bay to avoid unnecessary delays.
Looks like there's our first hop there. Killinski. Thank you for the kind words, man. I really do appreciate that. Thanks for checking out the stream, man. But if we go back over here to the galaxy map, right? Let's say we picked a system over here. Now you'll see here that the solid orange line stops right about here, and here is a dotted line. This is how far we can go on our current fuel, right? Once the dotted line is out, then that means we would be out of fuel. We wouldn't actually be able to make this whole journey on the fuel tank that we have, right? That's what that is. Which means we would have to stop at some of these other places in hopes to find a station that has fuel, or a station that could refuel us, rather, right? So we're going to head back over here, though. We're going to go to this place as intended, and it looks like we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jumps to get there. In fact, we can look over here at our navigation pane, and it says here on the left, destination, LHS. That's the current destination in front of us. And it says that there's 6 jumps to LHS 262. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll do just that here.
Frameshift drive charging.
And scoot along. You're playing Minecraft PC version? Nice.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Easy there, Matt. We gotta keep her family friendly. You know what I mean? So again, we'll just follow the little dot here on our thing right to the left, and that points us in the direction of our next jump here. And we'll go ahead and
Frameshift drive charging.
charge up. Now you'll see that you're kind of incurring some heat here too, right? You see our heat gauge rise when we engage our frame shift drive.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Heat can definitely be a factor, and we got to be careful about that. We want to make sure that we're cooled down enough after our jump, you know, with Later on, when you get bigger and better ships and stuff like that, it becomes less of an issue. But we certainly want to make sure that we're surviving. Let's see here, we'll kind of get pointed in the right direction here. We don't want to do damage to our modules.
This is Three Dog. Ow!
Amber, I believe so. Yeah, if you want to come out of warp, right? Like, let's say we wanted to drop out right now. If you tried to hit your button...
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh. Actually, hang on. We'll cancel that. We want to make sure that we're throttled all the way back. If we did that and we jumped out, it would actually give us a warning if we were going too fast. And you'd have to double tap it to jump out. That's basically an emergency dump out. How did I get the dot in the center of my screen? It's just there. I think if you can enable it or disable it via the graphics options.
Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, if you emergency drop out, or if you come too close to like a planet or a moon or even a star, and it drops out emergency-wise for you, that'll definitely do damage to your hull integrity and potentially modules as well.
2, 1, engage.
Just something to be aware of. After the Eagle, would I say the Viper or Cobra? Viper is good. Cobra is a really good all-around ship. Oh, looks like... Oh, that's right. I forgot we have a discovery scanner. Don't we? Yes, we do. We can switch over to that, and we can actually use the discovery scanner while we're in the system. No new astronomical objects discovered. That's okay. But you'll see now the fuel gauge, right? The fuel gauge here now is... The bottom bars are now being used. And you see that part that's blue? The blue part is the amount of fuel in our reserve tanks there that are going to be... That's the amount of fuel that's going to be used to progress us towards this next jump. Right?
Frameshift drive charging.
So once we use this next jump here, that's how much fuel will be out of our overall system. Our reserve tanks.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Maximus, good to see you. Crazy Carts, good to see you too, man. I can see you come in. Hazards, thanks for watching the stream, fellas. I really do appreciate that. This is our first ever Tutorial Tuesday series on Elite Dangerous. We'll go ahead and just do the discovery scan since we're here. Looks like we're getting close. Now, if we want to stop anywhere along the way, we certainly can. Looks like there's, you know, stations, nav beacons if we wanted to do some stuff there. You know, nothing is set in stone as far as where we want to go and what we want to do. That's the cool thing about this, is it's like a space simulator, right? I mean, it really is. You get to kind of do what you want, you know? It's what do you want to do in space?
Frameshift drive charging.
That's the cool thing. Pulse lasers will stop firing when there is charge left.
4, 3, 2,
That's
1,
interesting.
engage.
Yeah, they could be taking damage. Does it give you a reason? Does it say anything like to the left or to the right of, you know, wherever your weapons are at on the HUD here? Does that give you any indication?
Frameshift drive charging.
Looks like we're getting pretty low on our fuel now. No reason, just stops firing. And you're sure that you're sure that you still have power left into your weapons category,
Engage.
or the weapons column. There's still power there. Whoa. And we just found our first white dwarf, dudes. Look at that. Now, if that doesn't get you excited about space, man, I don't know what will. Oh my god. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now there's a nav beacon here. The Bod port is 24,000 light seconds out. So it's a bit of a trip. But we'll try our luck here and just see, because we do have upgraded power distribution and stuff like that. Dude, this white dwarf, we get to do some bounty hunting right next to this white dwarf. Are you kidding me? How gorgeous is that? Yeah, so I'm not really sure. There's got to be a reason why the pulse stops firing. I'm not really sure without looking at it. I mean, if you have like a picture or something, I'll certainly take a look at it if you want.
Critical.
Ooh, shoot. Ooh. I wonder if it's going to be safe to do bounty hunting here. That close there, man. We were taking on some heat. Drogi, what's up, man? Dude, that got very hot, man. Holy cow. Looks like we're okay as far as heat goes right here. So far. Oh, that's an orca. Look at this thing, guys. This thing is like the Cadillac or Lincoln. This is the Lexus of space travel right here, my friends. That thing is so cool, man. That thing is so cool. What do we got here? Diamondback Scout. It's clean. There's a Cobra. Also clean. I can't get over this white dwarf, dude. That thing is so cool, man. Just such a sleek design. Looks like a wing of 3 here. I doubt they're wanted. Let's head back this way. What is this? And we're just using our boost. That's what you're hearing there. That's the orca. Here's an eagle. Another clean individual. Nav beacons are such a good place for starting out bounty hunting. They really are. I can't stress that enough. It's a good low-key place, man. If you're looking for Jananton, have a good one, dude. Thanks for stopping by, man. Do you ever get clean or split wanted in the same wing? No. I have yet to see that. Now what you can do is, if you're kind of looking for targets here, is you can kind of look for potential laser fire. Like that. Chances are one of these guys is definitely wanted. For sure. Ooh, an Imperial Clipper. That's going to be a hard target for us to take on. Ooh, and he's in a wing of 3. I don't know if this battle is for us, fellas. This is a suicide mission if I ever saw it. There's gotta be like a single target we can take out. Doesn't seem to be. I don't want to take these guys on. I'm in no position to take on a wing of 3. If somebody else were to take these guys on, we might have a chance.
Scan detected.
Oh, don't mind me. Oh, man. Now, if you're looking for other potential wanted bounty hunting hotspots, right? One thing you could do... Let's get turned around here. Hang on. One thing you could do when you're in the system, rather, right, is look for planets that have rings around them. Oh, wow. That is unique. Not asteroid belts, but if you see planets with rings around them, typically those are going to have resource extraction sites, and resource extraction sites are a hotbed for wanted individuals. So that's certainly an option. Certainly an option. We'll give this another minute here, maybe, and then we're probably gonna head over to the station and just see if there's any missions. I mean, ultimately that's why we came over here anyway. And I really don't want to take on a wing of 3. That's not my gig. Thank you guys so much for those follows, man. I really do appreciate that. Maybe a wing of 2. Oh, these guys are security services. These guys might actually engage these other targets. Yep, they sure are. We might stand a chance here. If this guy's shields go down, this would be a good bit of money for us. We're just gonna stay right on this guy. He's in a wing of 3, so they're still in a wing of 3. So they actually took out one of those authority vessels. Decker, have a good night, dude. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. And guys, thank you so much for those follows, dude.
Target shields offline.
Come on, stay with him. It's a very risky situation right now.
Target shields online.
Come on.
Target shields offline.
Oh crap. Ooh, he almost rammed me.
Under attack. Target destroyed.
Anybody see the dollar amount that thing gave us?
Target shields offline.
50,000? Seriously? Nice. 22,000. And 16.
Target destroyed.
Oh. We got really lucky there. At any rate, we gotta go cash that in, and we're gonna go look for our missions. I'm gonna count my blessings. That was pretty lucky right there, man.
Frameshift drive charging.
That was really lucky. Move into a Cobra. I would, you know, with our other save, the path of progression was Sidewinder Cobra, Cobra to Vulture,
2.
Vulture to Imperial Clipper, which we didn't need the rank to get at the time, and then from the Clipper we went and did and took on
Warning. Taking heat
Oh,
damage.
shit.
Warning, temperature critical. Warning, taking heat damage.
Gotta get out of here. Taking on way too much heat. This is a perfect time to explain the importance of not getting ripped from warp. See all the damage it did to my modules? They're all down a certain percentage now because of all that. The frameshift drive isn't finished cooling down. Ooh.
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, honestly, chances are when you are starting out in this game, you will have done that a couple of times.
Four, three, two,
Jesus
one.
Christ.
Engage. Warning, temperature critical. Warning, taking heat damage.
Oh my god. Ooh. Well, we're out of the heat. So that's the risk you run when dropping too soon or too close to a star. That's for sure. That's right, the line across the bodies. You want to avoid that. I actually went right for it, thinking I could clip through there, but no. That was a noob mistake for sure. SPF 9000. Ain't that the truth, brother? Oh, man. So this particular station is actually a bit of a trip. Hello, warrior. Yeah, the couple of times we went and saw a black hole, man, that was very intense. That was a very, very intense experience. So if we look over here, after getting those bounty kills, right, we look under our transaction tabs, and it says that we got two types of bounties, one in the Federation space, and then one for this particular system, or the local faction bounty is what that is. When you get the kill warrant scanner and it scans for bounties in other systems too, you may get bounties that say, you know, bounty in Empire space. That means you're gonna have to go cash that bounty in at any Empire space system, right? Oh, so you just weren't lined up with them. In other words, your aim was off. That's why it stopped firing. That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense now that you mention that. Yes, indeed. Kind of take a look around our ship here a little bit. Yes, good old Sagittarius A, the epicenter of the Milky Way.
Main fuel tank drained.
So that's never a good thing to hear. Good thing we're going to be refueling at this station. We burned a lot of that fuel on the jumps all over here, right? Take it easy, Fox. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, man. Guys, thank you all so much for checking out Tutorial Tuesday. Like I said before, we will be uploading this video. It will be available on YouTube as well as the VOD. We'll be highlighting this. It'll be on the highlight reel here on Twitch as well as YouTube for everybody that wants to go check out the tutorial on this beginner's guide, the introductory guide to Elite Dangerous. It's actually pretty cool. We were donated the money to buy this additional account just for the sole purpose of doing a tutorial series. So this is certainly a much anticipated series, no doubt. Certainly happy to answer any questions you guys have along the way. By all means.
This is Three Dog. Ow!
And thank you for all the follows. We're now just a little over 20 follows away, guys, from 5,700. You think we'll get there? Oh, I think I was going too fast here. Definitely going too fast. I always do that. I get caught up in chat and looking at the chat, and then I take the scenic route. But certainly feel free to ask any questions, guys. Absolutely. And really, thank you for those follows, man. Almost 5,700. I can't believe it, man. You guys have been rocking those follows, man. The support of the stream is outrageous. It's been growing. It's been growing crazy, crazy. And I really do. I want to thank each and every one of you. I know I say that a lot, but seriously, thank you guys so much. It's so cool to do what I do, and I think we have a lot of fun doing this, man. I certainly enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun. So, pledging allegiance to a power. That is something I absolutely recommend not doing initially. Until at least you get a good ways into the game and figure out some stuff first, right? But ultimately, if you want to do a galactic power pledge and pledge to one of these, once you do, of course, it'll say so here. But then you can just kind of pick and choose, right? You can go here and go to their pledge tab, and it'll tell you at rating 1, 2, and 3, and it'll say merits. You have to earn merits, by the way. Merit earning is different than credits, right? You can't just buy your way in. So under each of the preparation, expansion, control, depending on the power, it might say turmoil here. It'll tell you how to gain those said merits.
This is Three Dog. Ow!
I didn't realize it, but we have 1 day remaining for our cycle. That really makes me want to take advantage of the bounty hunting bonus we're getting in our other save, to be honest.
Docking request granted.
Before it's too late. These stations look so cool, man. I just love the level of detail here.
Scan detected.
So it looks like we're going to landing pad 42. Conveniently right here.
Landing gear deployed.
Do you have authorization to be inside the docking bay? Remember, loitering is a violation.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
This station operates under
How did I target the Clipper's power plant immediately? So what I did was, I have it bound to a switch on my flight stick, right? So I have a button bound to it. But you can always just go here to the sub-target system too. What's up, Ford? How you doing, man? But like I said, I would honestly stay away from the galactic powers thing, at least until you get a hang of everything in the game, because that will dramatically change. Like, you'll be hostile than in other parts of space, and it just becomes vastly more complicated once you get into that. And you can be a very, very successful space pilot without being involved in power play. So I would just, I would say get a handle on things before you go off and do that. The flight stick that I have is all the hardware is listed below. Thank you so much for those follows, guys. I really do appreciate that. So we'll turn in our bounties. 89,000 credits for that. That is awesome. That brings us up to 100,000, dude. That's incredible. Let's take a look at outfitting, maybe. My hardware is not listed on the YouTube channel. No, it is not, but you can always follow the link back to the Twitch channel. For sure. It's also listed, well, actually, no, it's not. It's not accurately listed at OzzyInSpace.com, but it is here. For the most part, it's accurate at OzzyInSpace.com, with the exception of missing an additional 16 gigs of DDR4, but that's neither here nor there, right? One thing we could get here for sure is chaff, right? That is going to help a hard defense. And the kill warrant scanner, if we wanted to do more bounty hunting, right? We could certainly look at getting one of those. That's $1 million. We don't want to spend that kind of cash. So this would help us early on with bounty hunting for sure. That's 40,000 if we wanted to do that. But really, I mean, at what point do you say, okay, well, I really don't want, I don't know, I really don't want to do that. I just want to save up for another ship, right? So you could certainly do that. Take a look at the shipyard. You could move yourself into an Eagle for 44,000. A hauler is actually pretty nice for 52,000. The Viper is 142. The other Viper, 437. Diamondback Scout. The transporter, this is like a cargo hauler for sure. Why buy such an expensive scanner? Doesn't it only increase the range? Yes. Well, actually, in power usage and weight can be a little different too, I think, depending on the modules, but for the most part. Diamondback Explorer, the Keelback, another long-range cargo hauler, the Federal Assault Ship for 19.8 million. My God. We're getting really pricey really fast here, aren't we? The Anaconda. So, I mean, right now we could just buy the Eagle. But honestly, you don't want to do that just yet. Well, we'd probably want to save up and maybe go get like a Cobra or something like that. Would be my move that I would probably look at making. So maybe for the time being, maybe we do get a kill warrant scanner. It's a 2-kilometer. Let's check this out. 2-kilometer range. Scan time takes 10 seconds. Power draw is 0.2, and the mass is 1.3. Let's just buy it, so we can compare this, right? Now this one the scanner range goes up and uses slightly more power. Weight stays the same. This one, the power draw goes up. Scanner range is 3.5. And this one is 4 kilometers in range. Now, if we swap this out for this other one with a better range on it, it looks like we actually get... We sell our current one for the same cost, the same price that we paid, 13.5, and we buy this one for 40. Now, as you can see, that deployed, we're actually using more power than what we have allotted, right? That could be an issue. So again, this is where juggling the power usage comes into play. For instance, if we didn't have the cargo hatch turned off, you know, you could set priorities too, so this happens automatically. Like, let's say we wanted to set this to, you know, to 2, and if need be, or maybe, let's see, we'll do this we can do frame shift drive priority 2, and then cargo hatch priority 3. You have to have something in 2 before you can do something in 3. And likewise, you have to have priority 3 before you can label something as 4, right? And so on. All the way up to 5. So as it stands right now, the cargo hatch will get shut off first. And then if it still doesn't have enough power, it's going to kill the frame shift drive. And that's okay. Because once our weapons are deployed, we're not using the frame shift drive anyway, right? So that's how you could do it automatically. Otherwise, you could always just outright turn it off and be fine that way. So let's take a look at the bulletin board. See if there's any missions here. Missions. This is Ozzy in Space 2.0. Ah, yes. Failed to communicate. That's okay. Bulletin board, please. There we go. Available missions, yes. Redaction. Now this one, as you can see, since it has the symbol here, this would actually help our ranking within the Federation space. It says a discrete pilot is needed for a sensitive multi-part assignment. The first part of the mission will involve delivering classified documents to Dunbar platform. The pilot will receive further instruction upon arrival at Dunbar platform. Now, last time we went on this wild goose chase, and we could certainly try this out, but last time it was kind of a wild goose chase is what it was. But this would help our ranking, so let's go ahead and just do it. I mean, we could always take a look at this one too, but this doesn't actually have any ranking benefit. Target time 2.2 hours 45 minutes. This assignment requires an experienced pilot in possession of a sturdy ship. The contractor's task will be to safeguard a confidential package for a specified period of time. You will be contacted with the required delivery location. The contract will be immediately terminated if the package is lost. The pilot should be aware that other parties have an interest in this material and may try to take it through force. So that's not cool. I don't want to get shot at. But this one's worth more, which means it's probably going to be even harder. I'm curious. 3 hours, 38 minutes. Let's try this out. It says it's obtainable. Where's this system at? Let's bring up the system map. Oh, no. Wait, what? Taliesin. This guy right here. Maybe this is why. Looks like there's another system right here. Another star right here. Or are these just stars within this system? That is weird. They must be stars. Huh. Let's go ahead and just try it out. Although I am nervous. I am very nervous about this mission. You must be new to this game. Buy the data? No, we don't need to buy data.
Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
We'll get our own data. You can certainly buy the data if you want. No, he knows I'm not new to the game. I do feel very fortunate that we're able to do this beginner's guide to this game. That's for sure. So now that we have, let's see, Discovery Scanner. Let's do that. And with the chaff launcher, I actually have that. You can do this within the options, the control options, right? But I have it bound to a switch on the flight stick. No reason to be nervous. Well, the reason I'm nervous is because I could get attacked or something at some point here. That's the part that makes me nervous. With that kind of money on the line, I think I may be attacked here.
Frameshift drive charging.
They're not going to just willingly give over 100,000. You know what I mean? That's the part that scares me. All your data belongs to us.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, that's what makes me nervous. You know, we'll see what happens. I'm really hoping this is an easy 100,000. But also promising. Let's run a discovery scan. We're good. Now we could go to the nav beacon and try our luck real quick, since we're going here anyway to the station. Since we have the kill warrant scanner now, right? Actually, we shouldn't do that because this thing has a time limit. That's the other thing, is you do have time limits that happen on these missions, so you gotta be careful. If you go to your transaction tab, it'll tell you Time left 3 hours 33 minutes. I don't know what else this thing is going to have us do, so I better get on point. It's a multi-part assignment, and we don't know what else it's going to have us do. Excuse me, guys. Voice is getting a little shot from all the talking. As with any tutorial series, there is lots of talking. One of these days I'm going to have to redo the tutorial series that we did for Kerbal Space Program, now that we have the better internet quality. As someone who's to yet purchase the game, is it better to wait and get Horizons, or can I get the base game and upgrade it? I don't know if they're still offering the loyalty discount for that or not. Can anybody speak to that? I think that ended on the 4th, did it not? But honestly, it really is. I mean, I would say get Horizons, honestly. It's worth it. I mean, you're getting other things added into the expansion. There's so much possibility with it. I mean, it's such a good game. I mean, either way, whether you get the base game or not, either way, it's going to be 6 bits of awesome. That's all I got to say about that. You'll notice my modules are no longer damaged. The sale ended on Steam. The sale was over on the 4th. Did it go back on sale? You just made 500,000 at a high resource site. Yeah, dude. High intensity and hazardous resource extraction sites are going to be the most value in terms of bounty hunting, for sure. They'll be more dangerous, but you'll definitely get more cash. Bigger, harder targets. Thank you guys so much for those follows, dude. I really do appreciate that. Horizons is 20% off. Wow. Interesting. Well, either way, I mean, I definitely do recommend Horizons, but I will say that no matter which way you go, whether you just get the base game or you get Elite Dangerous Horizons, no matter what, you're going to be blown away by this game. I mean, more expansions are coming in future seasons of expansions, but by God, it's so cool to see this game growing like this, man. This is the future of space simulation. There is no question. There is no question. It is such a cool thing to get behind this game and be a part of it. Look at how cool this planet is, dude. Look at this thing. That is so sweet. God dang. Oh, and I just discovered 8 new astronomical objects. No way.
This is Three Dog. Ow!
Follow train. Guys, we're so cool. We're so close to 5,700, man. How cool would that be if we get that number tonight? 5,700, man. No Man's Sky, you know, honestly, I can't speak to that. Will I take a look at it? Sure, I'll take a look at it. But honestly, I don't know about that. It does feel like it seems a bit arcade-ish type kind of thing, but like I said, I'll definitely take a look at it. One thing's for sure, with all these amazing space games that are available to us right now, It's a very good time
Docking request granted.
to be a space gaming fan. It might be a cool game, but that's not going to be the future of space simulation. I can tell you that. This is definitely where that's at. I mean, there's so many cool options though as far as space gaming goes. I mean, you have this, you have Space Engineers, you have Kerbal Space Program, EVE Online, which has been around for, you know, well over a decade.
Authorization to be inside the docking bay.
This is Three Dog.
Loitering is a
Ow!
violation.
Landing gear deployed.
Or a decade. Actually, I really don't know how long. It's been around for a long time. That's for sure. You have Star Citizen, which will eventually be a very cool game.
Engines disengaged.
X3, I've never played that, no.
Procedures within your allotted time window.
It's definitely gonna be, it's definitely our time, my friends, for sure. There is no doubt. I'm curious to see what our next move is here. What the next part of this mission is. And that's the cool thing, is there all these different options as far as space gaming goes. Like, it is so our time, my friends. Why does this do this every time now? Their servers must be having issues. Oh, you hear that? Somebody's getting shot up outside the station. Well, this game, actually, Patriot, this game is very popular. Absolutely it is. Especially now. I mean, there's been so many sales, and like the player base has grown exponentially. Alright, so what does this say? Excellent work, Commander. Reliable pilots are hard to find these days. You've done yourself proud. Give the message. Unfortunately, a complication has arisen. The individual who was supposed to receive the documents has had to relocate to Hardy Hub, and since the documents are biometrically sealed, he's the only one who can open them. We need you to take the documents over to Hardy Hub. Dude. Okay, LHS 1963. Looks like we're going to LHS 1963. Can we sell any of our Discovery stuff here? Probably not, huh? Oh, we can. This is just from taking the Discovery scans that we did. There's some of the stuff that we can't, obviously. Because you have to be a certain distance, I think, from the station or system.
For your convenience and safety, pacification replacements are active and tracking at this station.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
It is such a cool time to be a space gaming fan. I mean, look at that. How cool is that, dude? Friggin' space, dude.
Scan detected.
Oh, shit. You're gonna fine me? Cause you... Seriously? They fined me 200 credits for reckless flying because I happened to be speeding when that guy rammed into me. Holy crap, did that do damage to any of my modules? That guy was jetting into the harbor, man. What the hell, dude? So, if I wasn't speeding, by the way, if I wasn't quote-unquote speeding, then I wouldn't have gotten fined, I would have just gotten damaged like that.
Frameshift drive charging.
God dang. Just a note for you new players.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
My fault. You could hear his engines belting as they zipped past me and clammed into my ship, man. I just, jackass. Hardy Hub, that's where they want us to go. Now this place has hazardous extraction sites, dude. Interesting. If I wasn't on this time crunch, we'd go try some bounty hunting. Sniper, what's up, dude? Dude, my new year was good. 2016 is an awesome... It's gonna be an incredible year for Ozzy in space. Oh, look at how close this is. Whoa. Well, I bet, will I get a fuel scoop for this ship? Probably not. Probably not. And actually, honestly, I'd be amazed if I actually do any more upgrading to this thing at all. At this point, we're just gonna start saving money now for... Oh wow, look at this. We're just going to start saving money now for a new ship at this point in the game. Dude. Look at how cool this is, man. What a neat system. 2015 was great, but 2016 is so far turning out to be an absolute awesome year for Ozzy in space. And I have all of you to thank. You guys rock, dude. We're so close to 5,700 followers. That number, man, is that's such a big number. It's arbitrary, but it's not, it's cool, man. It's really cool to see us getting these big numbers like that consistently. I mean, you guys, it just shows you guys care, man. That's awesome. Like, just thank you for the support. And of course, I'm gonna zip right past this thing. Oh, maybe not. Would you try the Diamondback Scout? Maybe. I might.
This is Three Dog. Ow!
The Python isn't bad. It's actually... Python is a really... It's quite possibly the best all-around ship. Seriously, thank you guys for those follows, man. We're in the landing pad number 1. Is that up here? Must be.
Landing gear deployed.
This would actually be a really cool place to do some bounty hunting.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Now that we have our kill warrant scanner. The ASP, yeah, the ASP Explorer is definitely the best choice. I shouldn't say the best agile choice. If you're looking for sheer size and, man. So, we actually don't have any refuel capability here. No reloading capability. I retract my previous statement. This would be a terrible place to set up shop. There's no other system here, is there? No other station? Oh yeah, there is. Another outpost. And there's a city on the ground. If you did planetary landing stuff, that would work. But this is a good example of the limitations of an outpost, for sure. Python for a discount. Actually, I don't think any of them do anymore, because that was a didn't somebody was saying that was like a mistake that now all of a sudden they decided to fix or something like that. I guess I don't really know. I know that I've always bought my ships at a discount in the Young Rui systems, but I guess I don't really know. So it says, "Thank you, Commander. You've arrived just in time. For the final part of your assignment, we would like you to deliver an important contract to Bunsen Platform, where another one of our contacts is awaiting. Needless to say, time is of the essence." This is LHS 224. Weren't we already here at one point? I think we were. Or was it? No, maybe not. Oh, we did. We did refuel. Okay. My bad. It says you're wanted for 6K? Yikes. You may not be able to pay that fine, my friend. If it says you're wanted here, or right above where it says fuel, that means you can't pay it right now. If you look over here under your contacts or transactions, it'll tell you like a time. Like this one here. 6 days, 23 hours, 52 minutes. That's how long I have to pay my fine. That's not a bounty, that's just a fine. But along the same lines, that's where you'll find your bounty. Now, if you have the cash for it, one easy way to get out of it is to just buy, if you're at a big station, buy a Sidewinder, crash it, and die.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
And again, there goes Ozzy in space, hot-shotting out of the system.
Frameshift drive charging.
You're speeding in a no-fire zone.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
No, Zarlin, it's not the only way. No, it's not the only way. What I said was that if you have the cash for it, it's an easy, quick way in some cases. Otherwise, you can always wait for the time to run out, go in and pay it. Bunsen Platform, that's the one that wanted me, right? Well, since we're going to Bunsen, we could go to this nav beacon right here and try our luck real quick. Since we have the kill warrant scanner. Let me check my fire groups. We should be good. Let's try this out. That'll mean we're going to get more money for our bounties now with the kill warrant scanner. Since we have enough time left on our mission, that's why I'm not rushing back to the station. We may as well grab an extra bit of cash. CAD Tech, this is a new save for specifically for Tutorial Tuesday. It's actually we purchased a whole new account, a whole new game, just so we have the second save to play around with and do a tutorial with, which is actually going to be nice. The other save is still there. We're still active. We're still working on actually buying the $91 million fire scoop.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
See, here's an example of the power plant capacity exceeded. Now, since we had priorities set up here, see, it went for the priority 3 first. That killed that one, so now that one's cut off, right? And we're now okay, because it still has the priority 2 turned on, which is our frame shift drive. Kind of interesting. Of course, if we wanted to do it ourselves, like I said, we could just literally turn the cargo hatch off and be just fine. Here's a Sidewinder. Stis, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, man. Take it easy. Hope you have a good night. Here's a Vulture. Are these guys all clean? Really? Seriously? Another ship out here. Another Diamondback. Wanted. Perfect. Now we get to try out our kill warrant scanner. We have 2 fire groups, one with the kill warrant scanner while we're firing the pulse lasers, and the other one is on separate. So if we want to kind of scan before we engage, we can certainly do that. We're outpowered to our weapons and systems. Panel locked. And we're ready to go.
Frame shift charge detected. Target destroyed. $21,000 credits. So if we go over here, that actually kind of broke it up a little bit, right? We got bounties in Federation space, 14,000. So we initially would have gotten probably just the 14,000, I would guess. But because we scanned, we got the Federation as well, which is nice. It's not good if you're wanted by the feds. Just saying. How much time do we have left on our contract? 3 hours, 8 minutes. So we got more than enough time. We'll just do some bounty hunting and then we'll come in and turn it all in.
Once our Killborn scanner is within range, then we'll scan. And we can actually scan as we go. Of course, if I don't route power to my weapons, then that's the problem.
Target shields offline.
Doing pretty good so far.
Target destroyed.
It's not worth a lot of money, but he's definitely got some there. For as difficult as it was to take him down. Clean. Twitch has been bad for you? It's okay, Hammer Arc. You know, we're actually going to upload this whole series, the introductory series, to the YouTube channel. If you guys aren't following me over at YouTube, head over to OzzyInSpace.com. You can check out YouTube, follow me on Twitter, add me on Steam, all that good jazz, and more. Well, we may as well just do this guy, and then we'll head into the station. Again, I'm just targeting the power plant subsystem. It's always a good idea. I mean, really, it's not going to much matter with this thing, but just getting in that practice of taking out the power plant in most cases. I mean, you don't have to. You can take out other things too, but I like to.
Target shields offline.
You can see that our weapons are staying charged much longer now with that better power distributor.
Target shields online.
Oh, that was fast, wasn't it?
Target shields offline.
Mr. John Adams. Mr. John Adams.
Target shields online. Target shields offline.
I love that you can see the little fires on that ship from your laser, just beating that shit up. You see this ship hull just on fire like that? That is so cool. This power plant's down to 5%. There it is. Okay, so now his power plant is done. And what that means is he's a sitting duck. That means the power from these 3 columns drains and he can't do anything. If an NPC kills, you should still get it. So this is something to keep in mind. Like if you're taking on a wing of 2 or 3 different ships, or even if you get attacked, right? It's a good idea to maybe take out the power plant on one of the ships, leave it there, go deal with the other one, and then it kind of gives you a better chance, right? Don't kill him. Let's take out his canopy. Alright, let's head over to Bunsen platform. Cash in our chips.
Frameshift drive charging.
Huzzah! Is there a safe place to fight NPCs where other NPCs will do most of the work for you?
Engage.
Yes. So, resource extraction sites, you have hazardous and high intensity. The difference between the two, right? The main difference between the two is that high intensity will have like a police force presence. So what you can do is use that to your advantage. You can say, okay, well, you know, while this wanted target is being engaged by the police, I'll just chime in once they've done most of the work for me, right? And then I'll come in and swoop in for the kill. Hazardous resource extraction sites will not have a police force presence or security presence on site, right? So that's going to be the primary difference between those two, and that's how you can kind of use that to your advantage type of thing, right? Neb, yes, people do ask that a lot. So much so that we have a command. And Hearthstone has the command and is all over it. Hearthstone gets Moderator of the Year. He needs a Moderator of the Year for 2015 award. There is no question, man. Now, again, the dotted line, the hollow dotted line, indicates this is on the opposite end of the planet. Wow, look at this planet, though. How freaking gorgeous is that, dude? Wow. Space, man. Space is so cool, dude. Space is so cool. May as well give it a scan. 4 new astronomical objects have now been discovered. We could actually take our rover, you know, if we do, I think for next week's tutorial series, we'll do surface tutorial. This is kind of the beginner's guide on how to maybe get some cash, get some better equipment on the starting ship and work your way up, and you know, really gets you kind of flowing in the right direction on how to get some money early on, right? I think next week we'll focus more on maybe some exploration and or upgrading ships, and maybe surface operations. I think that'd be pretty cool. Kind of break it up into a few part series type of thing. And then maybe the third week we can focus on maybe some power play stuff. The scenery circle. Absolutely.
Docking request granted.
Ooh, look at this. Dude, look at these lights. The pirate-looking lights, man. They're hologram lights. How sweet is that? I didn't know that was a thing. That is... Dude, that is cool, man. This must be like a pirate station or something.
Landing gear deployed.
Anarchy? That is sweet, man.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
That is really cool. Dylan, you and your mobile issues, man. Seems like every time you come in, you're asking me how to fix your mobile device. Yeah, welcome to Elite, right? Absolutely. Now, first thing we can do is cash in our bounties. 72,000 for that. Which is awesome. Of course, there's black market goods. We don't really have anything to sell as far as that goes. Check our bulletin board, maybe. 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 Dude, that is so cool, though. Alright, here we go. Welcome, Commander, and thank you. You have a reputation for reliability. And now I know why. Actually, I have no reputation. You just made that up. But we'll give you the message anyway. Your payment has been processed and is ready for collection at Bodport. So we actually have to go back here to LHS 262 to get that. Now this orange marker, that you see above the system, obviously the blue one is where you are at. The orange one indicates a system objective, or your contract, your mission objective, right? If you see a red one, that indicates you have another ship. If you have multiple ships, you'll see those pop up. That's where your ship will be at. That's a red one is a ship indicator. And if you see green on the map, those are indicators of friends on your friends list in Elite Dangerous. Thank you guys so much for the for those follows, man. Sarah's silly in the house. Yeah, we're just gonna head back and collect our cash.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Tutorial Tuesday is back, and in a big way. It's been so long since we've done a Tutorial Tuesday, and it's like, you know, we had so many people asking about questions and stuff like that and how to start out in Elite Dangerous, and it's like, you know, we should just do a beginner's guide, an introductory guide to Elite Dangerous, and what a better way than to bring back Tutorial Tuesday in a big way.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think that's super cool. We actually bought a brand new account just for the sake of doing a beginner's guide, an introductory guide, it's going to be cool. I like it. It's been well received so far.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And this will help break up the monotony of the exploration expedition, helping me stay committed to staying further away than 2,400 light years.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yes, Rocket Jockeys, absolutely. Rocket Jockeys is the group that we are streaming with, my friends. A lot of really cool streamers if you guys get the chance. Definitely check those guys out, man, for sure. Give them all a follow. Tell them Ozzy sent you.
1. Engage.
I'd certainly appreciate it. Oh, I remember this. God dang, we gotta get away from this thing. Whew. Yes, indeed. We gotta get away from that thing. So that actually put some pretty good money in the bank. We'll get another, just about 100,000 from that. 90 some, I think 90, was it 93,000? We got a good bit of cash in the bank now, 126,000, so we'll have a good bit of money. We should be getting close now to being able to afford the Cobra, I think. Cobra's right around 500, I believe. Or is it 3? 2.5, 3, something maybe. When buying a ship, I definitely recommend being able to have enough money to buy it back. I mean, outfit it with some basics, but then be able to buy it back twice. Have that much money, right? Give yourself some cushion. Hammerick says, I've logged a lot of hours in Elite, but I've learned a few things watching this today. So thank you, Ozzy, for doing this. Dude, thank you so much, man. That's awesome. That is exactly why I do this. For new players, experienced, and the like. I by no means know everything, but I think it's really cool when everybody in the chat pools together and shares information also. I think it's really cool. Even I learn things, right? I'm still learning things about this game. That's the cool thing. But just sharing what I think, you know, when we share what we know about it like that, that really helps. That really definitely helps. Helps people understand that, you know, hey, you're not alone. This is a hard game to grasp a hold of initially. It's okay. It's a lot of fun. It's really a lot of fun. This game is so cool, man. I just feel like scanning. You've played 50 hours in a week and still barely know anything. Well, that's okay too. I mean, like I said, we'll go ahead and we'll be uploading this to YouTube for sure. We'll try to make it a highlight reel on Twitch as well. It's going to be a lengthy highlight though. Probably just be best to upload the whole thing to YouTube instead, and people that can go back and watch the VOD can. What happens if you attack the wedding? We'll have some very unhappy people getting married. You don't want to ruin their wedding day. That would just be rude. Right? Hope to learn about trading. There you go. Hey, Warrior, have a good one, dude. Take it easy, bud. We're going to be calling it a night here ourselves pretty quick. As I am absolutely exhausted. But I am really happy that I got a chance to do this. If I tried playing with flight assist off, I do it sometimes in the heat of combat if I need to turn quickly. We'll cover that in more advanced tutorial Tuesday sessions for sure. But typically, stability off is not. I mean, you can use it if you want. Good news, everyone. I am now a serf. Evidently in the Empire. What's a serf? Is that like a rank? I think I became just barely acknowledged in the Empire. It's kind of funny. Yeah, seriously, it's just like having SAS off, right? Stability assessed. How do you feel about mining for money? Mining is definitely, you can make it work. It can definitely be profitable. And we'll cover some of that too. Again, in future editions of Tutorial Tuesday. This was more of a, today's tutorial guide was more of a get you on your feet, absolute beginner's introductory guide to getting started in Elite. Now that we've done this, my intention is to do more advanced versions. Like I said, next week we'll cover some of the basics of maybe getting some things on the surface of other planets and moons. We'll cover, you know, maybe some purchasing and upgrading into different ships and what modules to look at and focus on. We can certainly include mining in one of those, maybe do some trading, because I'm not really experienced in trading, but we can certainly do some of that. And Wiffle, thank you for the host. But you can make anything profitable if you stick with it. I mean, is there other things that are more profitable and get you more money than others? Absolutely, right? But you know, for instance, exploration, right? In its prime, exploration. And it's, you know, on average, I mean, we kind of did a test run in our expedition and averaged out to be a little over 1 million per day, depending on the amount of scanning and stuff that you did, putting on an average of about 1,000 light years per day ish, somewhere in there. You know, and you take that versus bounty hunting, and you can make it, you know, with the right craft, you can make 1 million in bounty hunting in about 10 minutes. You know, 10-15 minutes. In the right conditions, of course. That's with a much more. It's just, yeah, that's under the right conditions with a much bigger ship and in the right areas and stuff like that, of course. But the level of risk has certainly gone up with bounty hunting versus scanning planets for exploring too. But my point is that you can make anything work. You know, you can make money any way you want, and that's the point of it, is to do what you enjoy doing, right?
Docking request granted. Scan detected.
So we're looking for landing pad 31. I hate these ones that are right here by the entrance. They're always so much harder to get to.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
The access corridor is designated.
I will say that if you're able to get a flight stick, definitely. If you're looking to get a flight stick on a budget, go with the HOTAS X. by Thrustmaster. Is it a real game advantage? I will say for immersion, absolutely. But if you know, you can get it. That I would say if you're looking for a Hodus X, you know, on a budget, definitely go with the Hodus X by Thrustmaster. If you're looking to drop some serious cash on it, CH all the way for sure. That's just my personal preference. I realize everyone has everyone has an opinion. So let's refuel. Is this where I incurred my fine? Yes, it was. Bulletin board, and we'll complete the mission. It's just like programming any other buttons to, you know. Anywho. Yeah, presets though, again, you still have to go through and find out what those presets are, so. Let's finish this thing. Yes. Look at that. So now we're getting some reputation and influence, which is great. So actually, if we look over here, our reputation within the Empire is now climbing. It's now climbing, which is awesome. And because we turned in some of that exploration data, right, we're now 2% aimless. And this is where you go to the Universal Cart. You know what I mean. That's where you would sell your exploration data anyway.
This station operates as zero tolerance.
You changed everything. Well, then why are you talking about presets for? Like it's a benefit. Yeah, like I said, this is an absolute beginner's guide to all of that, so certainly.
Always proceed
Let's see here.
to your allotted bay to avoid unnecessary delays and/or ship destruction.
Fellas, I do need to call it a night. But I'll tell you what, let's go raid a good friend of ours, Mr. Gamer's Circle. He's got about 40 people in his chat right now. I would really appreciate if you guys show this guy some love. You know, let's go raid him. Let's blow up his follow button. Let's just go blow up his follow button. I would really appreciate it, guys. Lots of love. Thank you so much for an amazing stream. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for day 7. Is it day 7 or day 8 of the expedition? You guys rock, man. Thank you so much, dude. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys over at Gamer Circle. Make sure and tell them Ozzy sent you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, my friends.
Always proceed directly to your allotted bay to avoid unnecessary delays and/or ship destruction.
This is Three Dog. Ow! This is Three Dog.